guys used to do on Hill Street.
That's right.
Just like Hill Street, except now it's at the Art. And last night, they had the most amazing group of people. Every single one of them was fantastic. Last month, every single one was terrible. Just awful. But last night, they were wonderful. And 3 of them were students from the high school in Savannah.
Oh, okay.
Seniors at the high
Oh,
school.
well, they got a big
Unbelievable.
Yeah, they have a big fiddlers group there.
Oh my God, and one of them was doing fiddling, and then she went to the piano and said, she's like,
Alrighty, hi everybody. You go ahead and take your seats. We're gonna get started. So tonight we are joined by Jennifer and Laz, who are gonna put on a performance for you guys. If you have to go to the restroom, they are out the doors and to the right. There are 2 of them. So you feel free to use those. Thank you so much for joining the Ann Arbor District Library for this event tonight. I hope that you grab a flyer or a booklet on your way out to check out any future events with us. We have a few more poetry things going on this month because it is National Poetry Month. So, but without further ado, please join me in welcoming Laz and Jennifer.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good to see you all. Thanks for being here.
Thank you very much. And we need to wait 1 second for Jackie there to give us the... We're good. Okay, we got the high sign that we're ready to go. Okay, so we will start with a poem by Robert Frost that is perfect for the season. It's a springtime poem. And a lot of the poems, or some of the poems that we'll be doing, have little parts that repeat. And you are more than welcome to sing the repeats with us. They're simple, and you'll sound great doing them. So, are you ready? Yes. I'm going out to clean the pasture spring. I'll only stop to rake the leaves away and wait to watch the water clear I may. I shan't be gone long, you come too. I shan't be gone long, you come too. Sing that with us. I shan't be gone long, you come too. I shan't be gone long, you come too. I'm going out to fetch the little calf that's standing by the mother, it's so young. It totters when she licks it with her tongue. I shan't be gone long, you come too. 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 Thank you. Thank you very much. This next one is also a Robert Frost poem, but it's the wintertime poem, and it's possibly his best known one, Stopping by the Woods on a Snowy Evening. And it's special to me because this was the very first poem that I set to music way back when I was in high school. And the way it worked is that I read the poem and I heard the melody of Greensleeves to it. And I assumed that that was a natural, normal thing to do, to hear melodies and put them to poems. And anyway, I've sung it to many other things, as my brother well knows, because he has created some of those other melodies. But the favorite one, and the one that I think is most appropriate, is this one. So if you know the words, feel free to sing them. You all know the melody. You can hum along if you like. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near. Between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year, he gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downy flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. Thank you. Thank you very much. This next is a poem by Emily Dickinson. And Jennifer and I had a wonderful adventure last fall where we got to be in the Emily Dickinson Museum, which is the house where she grew up and lived most of her life. And we got to actually play a couple of the poems of hers that I'd set to music in the parlor downstairs from the bedroom where she wrote her poems. So this is one called Wild Nights, and one of the things I love about it is that you don't know who she's talking to, whether it's a man or a woman or God or all of the above, but it's Wild Nights.
And I'm wearing my Emily Dickinson socks that say, we're doing Hope is the Thing with Feathers later. It says hope on here.
Yes, they have a gift shop that we have spent way too much money at. Wild nights, where I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. Futile the winds to a heart in port, done with the compass, done with the chart. Wild nights, where I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. Rowing in Eden, the sea, might I but moor tonight in thee. Wild nights, where I with thee, wild nights should be our luxury. Wild nights, Thank you. To another mystical musical poet, Rumi from 12th century Iran. And this is one of the poems that has given him the title of one of the best love poets in the world. People all over the world know his poetry, either in the original or in translation. And of course, I'm going to do it in translation. And it's similar to the last one in the sense of we don't know who he's talking to, just it's the beloved. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you. The minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you. Not knowing how blind I was, not knowing how blind I was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're in each other all along. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're in each other all along. Not knowing how blind I was, not knowing how blind I was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're in each other all along. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere, they're in each other all along. They're in each other all along. They're in each other all along. Another poet from the same Sufi mystical tradition is Hafiz, who lived about 100 years after Rumi. And he is...
I'm waiting to hear what you're going to
Okay, he is so famous in Iran that there is a saying that there may be a home in which there's no Quran, but there's no home that doesn't have Hafiz's collected works. And people consult him for important decisions like, who do I marry? And things like that. And he talks a lot about God. And I should just say that some people, some of us were brought up with certain images of God. That's not who he's talking about. He's not talking about a white bearded guy up in the sky or something. He's talking about the inner divinity. So this is one of those poems. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. Wherever your eyes and arms and heart can move against the earth and sky, the beloved has bowed there. Wherever your eyes and arms and heart can move against the earth and sky, the beloved has bowed there. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. The beloved has bowed there, knowing you were coming. The beloved has bowed there. The beloved has bowed there, knowing you were coming. The beloved has bowed there. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you. This place where you are right now, God circled on a map for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you, for you. And now to a poem by my favorite poet, Jennifer Burd.
Set to music by my favorite musician, Les.
So this is it Walking Home?
Walking Home at Dusk.
Yeah, that's that one. Okay. This is a haiku-like set of verses, and the title of the poem was Walking Home at Dusk, and I made that the first verse. And this has a lot of repetition in it also. By the way, I was thinking about the whole idea of repetition and how its function was to help people remember a poem or whatever. And I think now its function is we are so distracted and scatterbrained that if you don't hear it the first time, there's another chance for you to hear it.
Yeah.
Maybe. So. Walking home at dusk, walking home at dusk, walking home at dusk, walking home at dusk. Fireflies trail like sparks from a still, smoldering day. Fireflies trail like sparks from a still, smoldering day. Crescent moon, harvest clouds, a crescent moon, harvest clouds, while corn falls quiet under evening mist, while corn falls quiet under evening mist. Crickets have one thing to say, this, this. Crickets have one thing to say, this, this. how could I forget? The title of the next poem is Forget Me Not. And this too is a poem by Jennifer, and this one we're going to introduce with a melody and then go into the song. While you were away, I picked a bouquet of forget-me-not, forget-me-not. The night you were to come home, I could no longer see the blue I knew had been there of forget-me-not, 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 forget-me-not. Then you came home and our hands trembled like the slender stalks of a forget-me-not. As we remembered each other over and over, we remembered each other over and over, we remembered each other over and over. Forget-me-not, 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 forget-me-not.
Something a little different, although if you've come to any of our other concerts, you may have seen us do this before. We call it haiku and penny whistle, though there's likely to be a number of other instruments involved. And what it is I have selected some haiku that Laz and I write a lot of haiku, and I've selected some that either he or I have written, but Laz doesn't know what I've picked out. However, tonight's theme is on the theme of spring flowers, which is a little haiku booklet we've put together. But he doesn't know which ones I've selected, and I've thrown in a few other random ones that aren't in that booklet. So he really doesn't know. And I've got my peek-proof folder. And are you all ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, and he's going to, so it's fun that you could hear it first in words, and then he spontaneously invents a melody to each one, interpreting it. So here we go. End of winter, snowdrops sway. clearing sky, a raindrop cupped in a crocus. Early spring, a dusting of snow on the daffodils. Petal rain, a robin hops in the apple boughs. Flower choir, humming with bees. Hard spring rain, young peony leaves, mud splashed. Lavender, the breeze sachets its fragrance. Smell it. And the last one. The city can't afford to mow often. Dandelions celebrate.
Okay, what are we doing next?
It's 4 words.
Oh, yes. Another poem by Hafiz, another one that mentions God, and starts like this. Every child has known God, not the God of names, not the God of don'ts, not the God who ever does anything weird, but the God who only knows 4 words and keeps repeating them, saying again and again, come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance, sing that with me, come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance. Hide, 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 hide. one God, not the God of names, not the God of don'ts, not the God who ever does anything weird, but the God who only knows 4 words and keeps repeating them, sing again and again. Come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance, sing it with us now. Come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance with me, come dance. Now you get to show off your socks, really.
Hope. Say hope on there. This is the hope song.
So this is possibly Emily Dickinson's best-known poem, Hope is the Thing with Feathers That Perches in the Soul. And I learned that in high school, and when I went to set it to music a few years ago, I went to her collected works to make sure that I remembered it right from those high school days. And there's always an index of first lines in a collected works like that. And I was amazed to find that there are 3 poems that start out with the words, hope is. So this was her earliest one. She wrote it when she was quite young. And then there are 2 others from later in life. And we combined them and put all 3 of them to the same melody. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I've heard it in the chillest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Hope is a strange invention, a patent of the heart, in unremitting action, yet never wearing out. Of this electric adjunct, not anything is known, but its unique momentum embellish all we own. Hope is a subtle glutton, he feeds upon the fair, and yet inspect it closely, what abstinence is there? His is the halcyon table that never seats but one, and whatsoever is consumed, the same amount remain. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all, and never stops at all, and never stops at all. Gerber? Yes. This is a poem by a contemporary, formerly from Michigan poet. He's living in California now, Dan Gerber. He is the son of the people who founded the Gerber Baby Foundation over in Fremont, Michigan. And in his early 30s, he gave up being the CEO of that company and said, I want to be a writer, and that's what I'm going to do, and that's what he's done. And he's written wonderful poetry and novels. And this is one of his poems in which he uses an ancient Chinese myth in which two birds are born each with only one wing. So they need each other to fly. And he uses this as an image for how we can help each other fly. Often I imagine the earth through the eyes of the atoms we're made of. Atoms, peculiar atoms, everywhere. No me, no you, no opinions, no beginning, no middle, no end. Soaring together like those ancient Chinese birds. Hatched miraculously with only one wing, helping each other fly home, fly home. Helping each other fly home. Oh, helping each other fly home. Helping each other fly home, fly home. Sing that with me. Helping each other fly home. Oh, helping each other fly home. Helping each other fly home, fly home. One more time. Helping each other fly home. Oh, helping each other fly home. Helping each other fly home, fly home, fly home. Thank you. We wanted to leave a few minutes to see if anyone had any questions or any comments, and then we'll sing one more song. And let me just say that I've been waiting for somebody to interrupt us and say, what is Jennifer playing? So here is your chance to find out.
It's the bowed psaltery. And so it's played with a bow, so that's the bowed part. And psaltery is spelled Psaltery, and it's related to the word psalm. And it's has ancient roots in the Middle East and was originally just plucked. And the bow is a somewhat more recent addition and invention. And it's got, this one's got 25 strings. There are different shapes and sizes of them. And anyway, yeah, it's got 25 strings. Thank you. Yeah, I think it has a beautiful sound. And yeah, I had carpal tunnel problems, and Laz wanted me to see if I had grown up playing piano and couldn't play anymore, but he had me try out some different instruments and started on one that San made, Laz's brother San made. And yes, yes, very good company. Yeah, I wish I could remember exactly, but I think it's been about 8 years, 7,
7, 8 years.
7, 8 years, something like that. Yeah.
From this distance, I assume for you to be able to focus on just one string as you with the bow, you have to have an arch, but it doesn't look like it's a very pronounced arch from this distance.
No, this side is the white keys and of the piano, and the other side is the black keys, and so you can just cross over as you need to, but you provide the arc with the bow, not there's no rounded part in the instrument.
How do you select only one single string?
Well, between like the notes are like between the pegs here, so I just one note for each distance between the pegs. Yeah.
So each of those spaces is kind of like the key on a piano, like each one is a different
Right,
note.
right,
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
And then just I cross over to get the black key. What would be the black keys?
Come up afterwards. I'm still not.
Yeah, you can come up and we can.
I'm not seeing. Do you understand my question?
Yeah, I think seeing it up close and seeing how it's played will
would help.
answer it, right.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else? Emily.
I'm curious. Do either of you have an absolute favorite poem of all time?
A favorite poem of all time.
Ooh.
I know that's like a terrible question, but here I am.
Well, I really like Walt Whitman's Song of Myself, and I always thought that if I was stranded on a desert island, I might have. I mean, that's a nice long one too to keep you occupied. But yeah, there's so many favorites. Yeah.
I think I would go with either Hope is the Thing with Feathers or the Stopping by the Woods on a Snow Evening, because those were the first. I had a wonderful English teacher in high school in 9th grade who started a class after school ended for those who were interested in poetry. And Hope is the Thing with Feathers was the first poem that he introduced us to. And so it's been special for me. And I kind of agree that it's an important quality in life.
And those are all on a CD that you have? I only have your older CDs. Do you have all of it? No?
No.
No.
The Rumi and the Hafiz are on
Are
CDs.
the only CDs?
But the two poems by Jennifer are on a book CD that we put out together that has though not with the psaltery, this was before she was playing. So those are, but not the Emily Dickinson, not the Robert Frost.
Well, is it me again?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you mentioned about Daniel getting things out online, so they could be on Apple and, would you put individual pieces out that way?
That's a possibility. I've been thinking of a what I call a treasury of poetry CD, and that those would be included, but I haven't done it.
It's lovely. It would be really wonderful to come back to maybe almost every day.
Yes.
So now you've got me wondering, if you had the words to that before you ever got this instrument, then does that mean that you've also done those same words on different instruments prior to this?
Yes. I did the recording of like Jennifer's two songs we did with a wonderful pianist in Chelsea called Brian Brill. So he plays keyboards and I play guitar, but it's the same melody, but it's accompanied with different instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes, Judy.
Did you say you're coming out with another CD?
I am working on it. Let's just leave it at that.
The poem that Hossein wrote that you did the music to?
That's another possibility. I hadn't thought of that. Yeah. Judy's late husband Hossein also wrote wonderful poetry, and a band that I used to be in recorded three of the poems, a couple of which I said. So they are out there, but they're not on my CD. So
He was a big fan of Rumi and Hafiz, so.
right.
Yeah.
since you mentioned other bands, are you also in Gemini?
I am,
Yeah.
and my other half is.
Right now I know. I've been all nighter, but I know.
Yeah, I forgot to bring the mirror that
My daughter when she was younger, yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Yes, now, San and Emily are here. And no, there's no feud, no problems. It's just that poetry is something that Jennifer and I especially love, and this was a program that we put together for this, and so that's okay. One more question, and then we'll sing one more song. Maybe that was the last question.
That was it.
Oh, yes.
And how long have you two been playing together with the poems and the music?
Well, probably as long as I've been playing the psaltery.
Right. I don't remember what was the first thing that we put together, but
Forget Me Not was a pretty early one, and
yeah. So
yeah.
7, 8 years, something like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to end with a poem by Shakespeare that ends the play Twelfth Night. And
I have a question. What are you going to do with that other guitar?
that guitar is in case this guitar develops a problem. See, when I perform with San, if one of us breaks a string, the other one keeps going, and it's no problem. But if I break a string on this, we have to fix the guitar before we can go on. And so I decided to have an insurance backup. Yes. So the clown sings this poem at the end of Twelfth Night, and it's been set to many melodies. This is an old one. I don't know if it's exactly the one that was sung in Shakespeare's time, but it's certainly closer to that than this time. And there's lots of repetition in this also, and you're very welcome to sing along. And the lyrics are, the repeating lyrics are the wind and the rain, so it's appropriate for tonight.
Yeah, that's right.
But before we do the last song, I really want to thank all of you for coming out. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you so much.
And thank you to Abby, who introduced us, and to Jackie, who ran the lights and sound
Yes.
and everything.
Very, very helpful.
And afterwards, if you like, we do have some of those booklets of haiku and Rumi and Hafiz CDs, and Jennifer and my book CD of her poems. So, if you like. But now, Shakespeare. When that I was and a little tiny boy, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. With a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, gangs, thieves, and knaves, men shut their gate, for the rain it raineth every day. With a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to wife, with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering never could I thrive, for the rain it raineth every day. With a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, for the ago the world begun with a hey-ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all the one, our play is done, and we'll strive to please you every day. With a hey-ho, the wind and the rain, for the rain it raineth every day. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Would you like to hear one more? Does that what that mean? Okay. I told Abby before that Sen and I learned early on in our career that you play for the people who are there, not for the ones who you wish had been there or who didn't show up for whatever reason. So thank you very much for being here. So this is a song that dates back to around Shakespeare's time, but you all know it because Peter, Paul, and Mary made it famous in the 1960s. So again, you're welcome to sing along. Hey ho, nobody home, meat nor drink nor money have I none, yet will I be merry. Hey ho, nobody home, hey ho, nobody home, hey ho, nobody home, hey ho, nobody home. God bless the master of this house and the mistress also, and all the little children that round your table go. The cattle in your stable, the dog by your front door, and all that dwells within your gate, we wish you 10 times more. Soul in the soul in the soul cake, please goodness is a soul cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, and a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. Go down into the cellar and see what you can find. If the barrel is not empty, we hope you will be kind. We hope you will be kind with your apple and strawberry, for we'll come no more a soul until this time next year. Soul in a soul in a soul cake, please goodness is a soul cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, and a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. The streets are very dirty, my shoes are very thin. I have a little pocket to put a penny in. If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, then God bless you. Soul in the soul in the soul cake, please goodness is a soul cake. An apple, a pear, a plum, and a cherry, any good thing to make us all merry. 1 for Peter, 2 for Paul, 3 for him who made us all. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much.